A hint of suspense pervades the football universe as the curtains fall on Lionel Messi's stint with Paris Saint-Germain. The dance floor is set and the world awaits the next move of the seven-time Ballon d'Or winner. From the nostalgic alleys of Barcelona to the sun-kissed coasts of Miami or the intriguing possibilities in Saudi Arabia, where is Messi's wand destined to weave its next spell of enchantment? Step right in this captivating video of the next phase of Messi's footballing journey, a saga set to redefine the landscapes of the beautiful game. In the storied saga of Lionel Messi's football career, a startling new chapter is being written as a storm brews over Paris. The decision by Paris Saint-Germain to serve Messi with a 2-week suspension following an unauthorized excursion to Saudi Arabia has dramatically escalated tensions between the decorated Argentine and the French giants. A looming cloud of uncertainty now veils the future of Messi in the city of love, a departure from Paris seeming more and more inevitable as the days unfold. Months of tentative negotiation have culminated in a period of stagnation, the consensus being that Messi's contract will be allowed to quietly run its course, terminating at the end of June. After 2 years, the end to this chapter in Messi's football journey seems not with a bang, but with a whimper. When Messi boarded the plane to Paris in 2021, he signed a 2-year contract with an option for a third. The ambiguity surrounding his continuation at the club had his camp holding out for more details on PSG's sporting plan for the upcoming season. As it transpires, the landscape of PSG's future seems devoid of Messi's mark, a stark realization expedited by the recent fallout. As the Eiffel Tower's lights dim on Messi's tenure, a crucial question looms. Where will the Argentine maestro spin his magic next? Could we witness a dramatic homecoming at Barcelona, a club to which he devoted 2 decades of his life, standing now as its most decorated player? But would a financial reunion even be feasible? Messi's lucrative tie-up as an ambassador for the Saudi Tourist Board sends speculative ripples. Is he set to trailblaze Cristiano Ronaldo's path, aligning his stardom with the burgeoning football scene in the Middle East? And then there's the tantalizing prospect of Major League Soccer. Rumors of Messi swapping the European grandeur for Inter Miami's coastal allure have been circulating for quite some time. Could this saga find its conclusion on the sandy beaches of Florida? As we stand on the precipice of this remarkable transition, one thing remains certain. Lionel Messi's next move will send seismic waves through the world of football, forever altering the landscape of the game. Underneath the heart of Barcelona, in the intricate web of the Catalonian football tapestry, pulses a dream. A dream of President Joan Laporta, seemingly shared by the city's prodigal son, Lionel Messi. The dream of a reunion, a return to the days of football glory. However, as romantic and potent as this dream might be, there is a labyrinth of logistical knots that need to be united before it can take form in reality. Daring to entertain the idea of Messi's return to the iconic Camp Nou at this point seems somewhat audacious, given Barcelona's harrowing financial straits. Nonetheless, the seemingly insurmountable challenge of a Messi homecoming does little to dampen the spirits of the faithful at Barcelona. There's a stubborn conviction within the club that, despite the odds, a deal could eventually materialize. La Liga's austere budgetary guidelines dictate that Barcelona must cut their salary bill by around €200 million for the 2023-24 season. As it stands, Barcelona is overshooting the set salary cap, placing them in the uncomfortable position of having to map out a comprehensive financial viability plan. 2 weeks prior, Barcelona complied, detailing their financial strategy for the next 2 seasons and revealing their proposed maneuvering in the summer transfer window. The specifics of this plan remain shrouded in mystery, but anonymous sources within the club confirmed that La Liga president Javier Tebas has been briefed about Barcelona's audacious intent to reel Messi back in. Yet the financial conundrum persists. How can a club dramatically slash their wage bill while recruiting one of the world's top earners? In the football trenches, coach Xavi and his team are fervently advocating for a Messi last dance. They believe Messi's unmatched prowess, particularly in the decisive final third, could be the missing link in the team's strategy, a role currently shouldered by the youthful Pedri. The locker room buzzes with a myriad of opinions. While a significant faction eagerly anticipates the prospect of Messi rejoining their ranks, there is a sense of skepticism and reluctance in other corners. In the grand financial ledger of football, the figures proposed for Lionel Messi's services are nothing short of astronomical. To lure Messi to the desert landscapes of Saudi Arabia to continue his illustrious career, the Saudis could potentially shell out a staggering €400 million per annum. However, as appealing as the financial prospects of such a move might be, Messi's compass has traditionally pointed towards the hallowed pitches of Europe. While the prospect of another year at Paris Saint-Germain was still on the table, the Argentine virtuoso was less inclined towards the Saudi Pro League, a championship that, according to the sports intelligence agency 21st Group, ranks 58th in global league quality. With an eye on the upcoming Copa America on US soil in 2024, Messi's preference was to remain in Europe, to hone his craft in the crucible of top-tier football. But circumstances have a peculiar knack for reshaping the narrative. A scarcity of attractive projects within the borders of Europe may exile Messi from the glittering Champions League stage next season. With the M pathway seemingly closed, the doors that remain ajar are few and far between. Barcelona's interest in their former captain is public knowledge, but as we've already explored, it's fraught with uncertainties. The lucrative deal signed by Messi to boost Saudi Arabia's international tourism doesn't necessarily indicate a desire to play club football there. The Saudi League, with ambitions of carving a name for itself in global football, is likely to court several other star names. This became evident after Cristiano Ronaldo's move to Al Nassr in January, with the likes of Neymar Jr., Pepe, and Luka Modric on the league's wish list. As the Parisian chapter of Lionel Messi's tale draws to a close, a new contender emerges from the Florida coastline. David Beckham's Inter Miami, now with one less rival vying for the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner's signature, has turned up the heat on their long-standing pursuit. Within the hushed corridors of Major League Soccer, Messi donning the Miami jersey has long been whispered as an open secret. Now, as the summer sun looms on the horizon, the club is fervently hoping months keeping the flame alive. The Mas brothers, Jorge and Jose, co-owners of Inter Miami alongside Beckham, have been at the helm of these talks. Meetings have been held with Messi's father in an attempt to carve a path for the Argentine wizard to Florida. Miami, in many ways, already feels like a second home to Messi. He owns a property there and frequently escapes to the sun-soaked South Florida for leisure. The club has readied a designated player spot on their roster for Messi, a spot that could be stretched to accommodate another star like Sergio Busquets. In March, MLS Commissioner Don Garber disclosed to The Athletic that securing Messi's signature would likely necessitate a creative deal. However, he assured that the league and Inter Miami stand ready to flex their financial muscle to construct the right compensation package that could lure Messi to MLS. A Parisian sunset looms on the horizon for Lionel Messi. The Argentine maestro's sojourn in the City of Light is drawing to a close, a conclusion few would have imagined after his triumphant World Cup performance with Argentina in Qatar-owned PSG's backyard last December, rediscovering his lethal touch after a slow start at his new home. Fast forward a few months, and the narrative has already taken a dramatic U-turn. PSG's form has plummeted precipitously, with an alarming tally of 9 defeats in the current calendar year, compounded by a humiliating ouster at the hands of Bayern Munich in the Champions League round of 16. While Messi himself cannot shoulder the blame, his presence has become emblematic of a flawed squad structure that left PSG ill-prepared to contend on all fronts. The club's post-World Cup slump, starkly contrasted with Messi's personal triumph, only exacerbated matters. The hallowed Park Days princess, once resonating with the roars of his name, has seen fan sentiment sour, their whistles of discontent echoing around the stadium. Accusations of Messi's diminished commitment as compared to his Barca days have been fueled by PSG's languid form since the year's onset. The incessant whisperings of a potential return to Catalonia have only added fuel to the fire. PSG, on the other hand, seeks to reorient its focus around the explosive Kylian Mbappe and tap into the rich vein of French talent. This means a strategic shift away from the glitz and glamour of big names and big wages, a strategy that inevitably includes the uncoupling from Messi. As we near the end of our journey into the myriad possibilities of Lionel Messi's post-PSG career, it's clear that the footballing legend is ready to add yet another thrilling chapter to his already storied legacy.